So we wrote an app that basically does some kind of scavenger hunting in the supermarket. So next slide, please. Basically, the problem that we're trying to tackle is supermarkets and retail stores losing customers that they only show up to the store to kind of have a feel of the item, go back and actually get online and buy stuff, and then they're never really getting any sale, like Best Buy, most of them. So basically, and also this is also I can't really cite as research, but there was some research that says the more there's a fine line between how long the customers spend in a store and how much they buy, even though they didn't really intend to buy more. If you can occupy them in the store, they buy more. Also, this can also increase the customer's loyalty by making them have fun in the supermarket. So they will be like, oh yeah, it's fun. Even though I don't have anything to buy, maybe I'll go play that game in there. Right? Same thing with the reward program efficiency. So you can just move all those coupons and stuff that you actually have to cut up and put it in your pocket. And remember that you actually have those when you're actually buying those items and show it to the cashier and etc. Just make sure that you can just put it into a quest, which can be done in a feasible way, and then at the end you can just provide them with a coupon and you can just redeem it. Next slide, please. So basically the solution is giving them incentives to come back to the supermarkets, stay in the supermarkets, give them discounts, and make the loyalty reward programs more efficient. And I think I'll let someone else talk. We did not train this presentation, so
that's okay.
It was a hackathon. It didn't work that way.
Can we go to the next slide? Okay, so
Thank you. So our business model is to sell and provide support for our solution to supermarket chains. And also we're going to show advertising materials about products that are around the game checkpoints, which you will learn about later. Next slide, please. Our project consists of two major components. This is software, it's Android application, and also it's a piece of hardware, custom built. This is dynamic NFC tag, which is usual normal NFC tag, but hooked to a microcontroller, and it uses microcontroller as a memory. It could be easily reprogrammed on the fly, and we could control that dynamic NFC chip from backend server, and it allows us to deliver personalized messages to our buyers. In our case, it allows us to give a player a choice which game scenario he wants to play, first or second. Next slide, please. Our plans for the future is to try to use supermarkets' loyalty systems to tailor our game for particular buyers, and to create more game scenarios appealing to different audiences. Next slide, please.
Okay, so now we're going to demo the app. So the idea is that you would walk into the supermarket, and, well, anyway, near the entrance, there would be a screen where you can hit, where it will tell you about the quest, and then you can hit say Hansel and Gretel Halloween quest or Back to the Future quest. So it gives the user a choice. So it's kind of a little bit more fun for them. So we're demoing that through pressing a button. And is the phone here? Well, basically, so after the user clicks on the screen, that would then get transferred to the NFC chip that it can be dynamically reprogrammed. And then when the user taps their phone to the thing, it will show either Scavenger Hunt 1 or Scavenger Hunt 2. But there's like a lot more like opportunities for this. Like for example, maybe if the phone already knows information about like who the user is, it could tailor like exactly like which parts of the store it will send the user to based on like the user's preferences and things like that. Okay. So then, can we go back to the supermarket? We'll try to make it so that the user has to like kind of walk more around the store. So maybe like the user will have to walk from here to here to here to here to here or something. And then at each point they'll get like mission complete, and then like next mission. And at the very end there'll be something that like says, all right, you can collect your discount. So now let's demo the actual app.
Wait, I remember this way, right?
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
So it's kind of hard to see, but this basically says, welcome to Trader Joe's supermarket game. And then after it taps, it shows you like a picture. So we were kind of working on homework at the same time as this game. So it's a little bit.
We're like 3 of us are students, so we did homework in the same time.
It's a little bit rough on the edges, but it will like right now we had it so that it'll show you a picture and then some text like Hansel and Gretel need to get bread. So go to the bread aisle and you tap again, goes to the next place.
So this is once you've gone to the bread aisle.
Right.
So like these checkpoints cards are like actually scattered around the whole supermarket.
You could even make it a product too, right? Like the
Yeah.
tag.
Yeah.
Right, and it could have like a discount thing too.
Yeah.
Right.
And then finally you scan the last tag. Basically like this is the end. And then you just like, congratulations, you finished the thing. It will potentially pop up a coupon or something like, oh, now you get like a 10% discount on your total purchase. And then you can just show it to the cashier. They can just give you the redemption, and then you will be done.
Right.
So you get a discount.
And the
more
coupon
buyers.
could even be like part of your Google Wallet or something.
And also like one of the things that we didn't get to do, of course, basically like our app doesn't even fully function yet. So like we could potentially also do something like advertising across social networks. So like if you have have them like integrate with Facebook or any other social network, basically you could have them post up, be like, Ted just finished this quest at this Trader Joe's at Berkeley and they just got 15% discount on the wall timeline, and then people can see it and maybe they will be like, oh, maybe I'll go try that quest game then. Like, yeah. That's pretty much the presentation. Yeah.
So I'm not sure if I understood the need for the dynamically reprogrammable tag. What?
So basically, for our idea, it was just to like have, right now this is like a demo product, so like it has 2 buttons right now, but both of the buttons are not working because we couldn't have time to like actually draw another scenario. So for example, the first scenario could be like space, like some sci-fi quest, and then if you press the second button, it will potentially, basically, you're just giving the users a choice to have what kind of theme they want to play this quest in. You'll still get the same discount and the result, but you're still kind of like, oh, I'm kind of like a vintage person. Maybe I want to be a knight and kind of like fight.
Actually, we could tailor the game to a particular buyer, knowing his buying preferences, and we could lead him through a different set of checkpoints, and we need to reprogram at least first checkpoint to give him those directions, and that's what that NFC tags do.
And then you're going to reprogram that using a different carrier, so Wi-Fi or something like that. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Originally, we had wanted to link it to a Kinby backend, so
So that you can just go onto the interface and tweak the code, and
Right.
then basically the stories changed and
Yeah.
the themes changed.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Recipe for disaster.